Welcome to Battle Truth, in my point of view. I don't know you, so I'm not a hater. I could only give you the facts that's written on these papers. And since we have no dealing, therefore the court can care less about your feelings. I'm the Honorable Malachi Markelius, your presiding judge, chairman and spokesperson for the One United Front. You are my witnesses and jury. You may be seated. Court is now in session. Let's talk about it. Okay, check this out. Now, if I was DNA, at this point in my career, I would be seriously overlooking, because it's obvious he loved battle rapping. He loved battle rapping. This is something he don't want to stop doing. This man got over 130 battles, and he just now actually even getting more fired up for it. This is where he want to be. This is his life. But if I'm him, I'm sitting back thinking about, out my whole career, what is the highlights of my career? What am I really known for accomplishing in my career? And when you think about it, it's not really that you doing battles against Surf. Yeah, battles against K-Shine, you had Young Ills and Arsenals and T-Rex. Those not even the highlights of your career. And what you actually get a lot of credit for. What people actually rally behind you and doing. Do you know what people really get behind you the most, DNA, and rally behind you 100%? Do you know 100% when people rally behind you the most and everybody be actually for you and actually love seeing you do this? Do you know what that is? I'm going to give you a minute to think about it. Do, 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 do. What is the PG Killer for 1500, Chuck? And you are right. When you are the PG Killer, that's when everybody get behind you. That's when everybody know you finna smoke something. You finna kill something. And that's what we call you for. When we want a PG kill, DNA the man for the job. Anytime one of these PGs is on the roll and they hyped up and they trying to promote them, guess who they got to go through to be validated, to move to the next level? We believe at the battle rap community. DNA. That's when you at your best. Nobody goes against you at the PG Killer. Nobody doubts you at the PG Killer. Everybody be looking forward to you at the PG Killer. But when you come in and you want to take the position of the top tiers and things like that, when it comes to that it factor, DNA, and I don't mean this in no disrespectful manner, brother. I'm just giving it to, look, I'm telling you real facts that actually is proven and backed up in your career. You don't get the credit and respect for that at all. I think the limelight is more brighter on you as the PG Killer because of this reason. Because it's dealing with rapping. And these PGs are trying to establish themselves as respectable rappers. And when it comes to being a respectable rapper, that's one thing nobody can deny you of, deprive you of. Because that's what you have been doing your whole entire career. And let's face it, even though for the most part, you old looking as hell, you still looked at as being young. You still looked at as being young. You've been doing this for over like 10 years. You still looked at as being young. Nobody looks at you as being old. Nobody looks at you as being and it's crazy because you aging gracefully. I'm just going to keep it real. You still look like you 19 to 20 years old. You still look like you 19 to 20 years old, brother. And that's a blessing. That's a blessing. Keep yourself up. From what I hear, you don't do drugs and you drink water a lot. And that's good. That's good because you definitely aging gracefully, brother. So stay healthy. But remember this, physical exercise profits little. Spiritual exercise profits much. In other words, all that stuff don't mean nothing if God, the Lord Jesus Christ, is not in your life. Don't you ever go through life thinking you're going to have success without the Lord Jesus Christ. Because even if you accomplish what you think success to be, it's nothing but failure without Jesus Christ. Because at the end of the day, your eternal soul is what really matters. And if you did all this and accomplished the world and only failed to miss the mark in getting into heaven, you lived a failed life. And that's just something to think about, little bro. But back to the PG killing stuff. That's what we respect you as. That's what we rally behind you as. That's what we get behind you as. When it comes to you doing that and being that, we don't think no other rapper stand a chance. In fact, it's a couple of y'all, man. I think all PGs should stay in the PGs. You can only get out the PGs if you could at least have a debatable classic battle or win against John John the Don, against Cortez, and against DNA. I think every PG, if you haven't done that, you got to stay a PG. If you can't make it a classic battle, debatable, or win against John John, Cortez, and DNA, them the PG killers for real. Them dudes are the PG killers for real. And they ain't playing no game. None at all. And I think all PG should go through them in order to even touch and bless the main stage. You have to go through them. You have to go through them. I think, matter of fact, I even want to switch it up even a little better. I think them should be the first three. Before y'all can get any notable top tier battle rapper, y'all have to go through all three of them. Cortez first, John John second, DNA third. Before you could get a Surf or a Rock, a JC, a Bridge Rock thing, a T-Top. Y'all should all have to go through Cortez, John John the Don, and DNA. What y'all think about that? Am I just tripping, or do that really make sense? Because if these guys gonna be grown, and if they want shots, they have to be worthy of the shots. They have to prove themselves first in the PG proven grounds amongst each other to get rank of being the top elites. Then from that, when you ready to, we ready to take on some names, okay, you got to go through the PG killers first. You got to go through the PG killers first. And you got to farewell with at least, you got to have at least two debatables. At least two close debatables with two or the three of them. I'm just keeping it real. That's how it should be. That's how I have it lined up. That's how I have it put. Now you really get, now since y'all done proved yourself amongst each other, now only the top ones that graduate, they got to go through the PG killers. And that's exactly what I would have named that card. The PG killers. This is y'all graduation. And your graduation would be televised for the whole battle rap community to see if you passed or if you failed. After the battle, you definitely would know. After the battle, you definitely would know. Was you able to move on, or you have to repeat that class all over again? I'm keeping it real. That's how I would have it. That's how I would have it. But on the real, if I was DNA, that's what I'd be parading myself on. I'd be going up against all the up-and-coming superstar PGs they trying to brand and groom. And I'd be the one that blessed them into the URL. That's when they know they made it. When they able to say, man, me and DNA went to war. Me and DNA put on a classic. Because nobody can take that away from DNA. that he a good battle rapper, that he come with 3 consistent rounds. And that's a person who you really can train yourself against. He freestyle, and he rebuttal, and he got 3 solid rounds, and he don't choke. If you trying to prove yourself in any way, that's the right man for the job, for you to know, like, I'm proven. I went through DNA. Not too many people can say that. And as sad as it is, DNA, I blame the top tiers for you not being a fan favorite or high in demand, because you came out with all them and they was just soaring over you and giving you bad marketing and promoting. You never was really respected as being a brother invited to the cool table, even though you have done better business than them. And you have proven to be more successful than a lot of them. But still in the hearts of the fans, you just DNA. The only time you not DNA is when you put on the PG Killer outfit. When you do that, I'm going to keep it real, fam. They rally behind you. You change the game. And I think you should market and brand that, which actually works the best for you. And you need to be killing a lot of these up-and-coming dudes. You know what I'm saying? Who everybody think the truth. Swamp, give them the business. Ace, I mean, you should be giving them people the business. You get what I'm saying? All these dudes who getting these names, giving them the business. Giving them the business. Knocking that pride out of them. Knock that pride out of them. Humble. You should be humbling them dudes before they can come in and take on the name of y'all peers. And this your boy Battle Truth. It ain't my judgment, that's a question, it's yours. Check this out, y'all. Hit the link in my description box that's going to send you to my Instagram page. Follow me on Instagram. All my supporters who rock with me and like what I do, man. I have a show coming out called What Niggas Do. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. It's a lot of more things I'm going to be doing on there, so please hit the link in the description box. Follow me on Instagram, man. I need 2,000 followers before I go live and introduce y'all to my new show. I just want to make sure it's appreciated. And it's your boy Battle Truth. It ain't my judgment that's in question. It's yours. DNA. It's time for you to become the PG Killer full time.